Well, good morning, citizens of the Imperium. I'm your host, Trooper Six, and welcome to Let's Paint. As you saw from the thumbnail, we're going to have something a little special. By request, we have the Obsidian Suns. So these guys are successors of my Thousand Suns, but not just any Thousand Suns. These guys are from the Sanguin Heresy. What the hell is the Sanguin Heresy? Man, you ought to know that by now. For those of you that don't know, it is my alternate heresy project. And you can tell from the title that it is a sanguineous heresy. So you guys asked for a little tutorial or a let's paint on it, so we're going to give you that. And we've been through a few models. Unfortunately, things just didn't work out with other ones. I got too frustrated or couldn't kit bash it right. Either way, we're going to try to recreate this for you and give you the steps along the way. I will list out the paints that you need on screen right now. Hopefully I did that. I bet you I did. But we are going to start right here with some Black Templar contrast. And of course I painted it, or I primed it in black. I primed the first model in black. So we primed it gray here because I was like, screw it. The matte black I had for the primer just wasn't coming out matte. the last thing that I had painted, it actually came out pretty much as a satin. So I was a little confused. I probably sprayed just a little too much. It's all right. Besides any of that, how's everyone doing? I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing all right. I'm doing all right. I'm trying to keep a lot of stuff off my mind because it's just not worth it. You know, it's basically just work stress and the fact that I don't want to deal with them. But we have the pleasure of bringing the Obsidian Suns to you finally. I've been looking forward to this very much. But it kept getting pushed back to the point where I was almost getting completely discouraged with it. Like, screw it, it's just not gonna happen. I'm glad I didn't let it get to that point, because I mean, here we are, painting. We're doing all right. And we even started this morning off in a rather kind of unconventional way, I guess. When I woke up, I discovered my phone had not charged whatsoever. So I woke up with a 28% on my phone, and I had to sit here for almost an hour and a half. That's what the fast charging setup would take. And I just sat here and I was like, I don't know what to watch. I don't know what to put on right now. And I've actually been watching Big Trouble in Little China because it's free on YouTube right now. Might not be by the time you hear this. Who knows? Usually when it's free on YouTube, it doesn't last longer than a couple weeks. That's why whenever I do find something that's free on YouTube that I love, I more or less just watch the shit out of it because, yeah. If I don't own it on DVD or Blu-ray or whatever, yeah, there's probably just a chance that I'm just going to have to watch it like that. And unfortunately, Big Trouble Little China is one of those games that I don't, or games, one of those movies that I don't have on, I don't think I have my own copy. It's not something I'd want to watch all the damn time. Whenever it's available on YouTube, I am watching it all the damn time. But, then it disappears for a few months and I don't get to watch it again. This has been the most I've ever been able to watch the movie, thanks to YouTube. And Amazon as well. Actually, wait. This might be on Amazon. This might not even be on YouTube right now. So if anybody went to YouTube looking for it and it wasn't there, my bad. But the Thousand Suns. In my Sanguin Heresy, the Thousand Suns are loyal. They are still called Thousand Suns. Actually, no. Sorry. Retcon. I did rename them to the Sons of Magnus. Now, why the hell would I do that? Lore-wise, I was talking about it with my wife like a couple weeks ago or something. Just lore-wise, it is the fact that they love Magnus so much. And they really don't have more than 1,000. I want to say at one point they had had some kind of campaign that went terribly, terribly wrong. It's even possible that the great Sanguinius, as War Master, sent them out on a suicide mission to see what would happen, just to maybe eliminate them or get them bogged down. Either way, they get slapped with 1,000 suns. Magnus saves them, and to pay some kind of homage or loyalty, thank you, anything you want to call it, pay tribute to their gene father. They change their names to the Sons of Magnus. That also will help for when I get around to doing their color scheme as well, because their color scheme is the pre-Primarch color scheme for my 1,000 Suns. So we got the white armor with a blue shoulder and a yellow shoulder, and I'm bringing back their old logo, the blue M on their yellow insignia pauldron. I'm pretty sure that was a Roman numeral for 1,000. I'm rusty on my Roman numerals at the moment, so just bear with me until I get to the editing thing, and I could probably confirm or deny it. But either way, I'm going with the pre-Primarch colors for my 1,000 Suns, of course, because they're awesome. I do like it very much. I already have a model painted in it, but it has the 1,000 Suns logo, or one of the logos, the sun. The wiggly sun. But I didn't want to do their blue or their red armor. Figured one of the things about the Imperium in my Sanguin Heresy is this is a perhaps, all right, this is not a for sure thing just yet, but perhaps there won't be any chapters with red armor. Any loyalist chapters with red armor. That being because the great betrayal by the favorited son, Sanguinius, was just so impactful and so devastating and heartbreaking that the Imperium said, never again will we raise a red-clad army. If I have already broken that with something, well, one, I won't be shocked because I wasn't really thinking about that lore yet, but it is something that I've considered when it came to my World Eaters, since the World Eaters are front and present, kind of like the Ultramarines in your everyday Warhammer. The World Eaters are supposed to be the front man, the front and center. Golden Boys, not really the Boy Scouts, but they lead the Imperium. Because Lord Regent Engron is in charge. As scary as that might sound, he is. And you be at. All right. Let's finish off the rest of that. All right. It's a little thick there, but that's okay. So part of this right now, I feel so rusty. I just feel so rusty because I haven't painted in like, I want to say 2 weeks. If I'd have waited for next week, it would totally have been 3 weeks, and which in my book is unacceptable. That drives me nuts. It's kind of like a nicotine addiction. When you don't have it, you start to itch, you start to get pissy, and temperamental, because you're not getting your fix. You're not doing the thing that gives your life the joy and the purpose. But as far as lore, some more lore for these guys. As you probably saw from the shorts reel that debuted these guys, I wrote down in the lore that they are Nullborn. Now, honestly, I do not know if I can canonically do that. If that is actually possible in 40K, I'm not exactly 100% entirely sure of that. And at the same time, I don't really care. It sounded cool, and I know basically Warhammer was founded on that sounded cool. So we're just doing that. For their knees, so this guy, he's part of the 5th company. For the knees, you really can do another color. I would generally keep it on the right knee. You can do another color to symbolize which. And here, I think my initial idea was to do the 9th company, but now I'm not sure, only because we've changed it. So I am going to leave the knee blank for just a minute until I figure out what I'm going to do. And honestly, when it comes to the knee pads and everything, like if you're not sure what company does their designations in certain colors and way and whatnot, relax. I'm probably not going to hark on you too much. I mean, hell, one of the great things about 40K was you were allowed to paint your models however the fuck you wanted, right? So by all means, as long as there is a color scheme here, but little things like that, I'm not gonna, like, if you came to me and been like, hey, is this okay? I'd be like, yeah, sure. Why not? It's fine, dude. It's fine. As much as we do like things to be uniform and regimented and everything, it's okay. It's okay to take some liberties with your paint scheme. I'm not going to be a complete douche about it right now, because that's not fun. I want you guys to paint whatever the hell you want. And I love the fact that you guys even asked for this. And we're going to try this, but the knee might just end up being blacked out anyway. And I can always go over it later. And I just might. And I didn't exactly mean to get this this model. I mean, I purchased it with the full intent of purchasing it and painting it, but it wasn't a bad day. I don't like labeling it as a bad day, but it was a taxing day, an exhausting one. Either way, I was at the store. I was at the paint shop. I actually took my daughter with me because she needed some paints. And actually, we just did that last night too. Just went out and got her paints. And yes, I did get her army painter stuff because they had the starter kits, and she can handle those better than these Citadel ones. I will teach her how to handle the Citadel ones, but until that time, I will let my toddler have the easy screw-on cap. But anyway, god damn it, what was I saying? Right, yeah, we had a trying day. I took her to the store. It was just me and her. And then I'm standing there at the counter, And it came up to like maybe $20, whatever we had gotten. And I was like, okay, hey, let's go get some candy or something. Went and did that. I'm standing there and I was just like, not that I need to spend any more, but I was like, man, that seems light. And I look over, and in this display cabinet that they have in the display case is a metal box, an old metal box of Terminators from way back. And that was for $200. No, I did not get it. But right in front of it was this guy. And I remember seeing him from before. The only problem was the price tag. And I say that is a problem even though I did it because I did it. I really had no business spending $85 on a Primaris Captain with Power Fist. I'm pretty sure we could have found this anywhere else for probably cheaper. If I am wrong, that is fine, because I did not look up this mini. I did not see if there was a significance to it on why that damn price tag was that high. Did not look into it. Did not press the issue. I just bought my crap and left, you know. Not going to stand there and debate with a store about a fucking price tag that they put on there. So, I didn't mind it. And I knew that I was going to get something specifically for the Obsidian Suns. So I did. This paint's kind of being a little iffy today. Wonder if it was sealed properly last. If it wasn't, that's absolutely my fault. Absolutely. Abba Deba. You my only friend. I don't know why that popped in my head, but it did. Alright. So, what do you say? You know what? We're going to put him, I think, in the 6th company because I like 6. And with that, the knee will be... Fuck it. We're going to color it black. Now, if anybody wanted me to do something else with it, sorry. We're going to color it black. Probably still going to go with 6th company. It's the cloak that I wasn't 100% sure on the coloring. I really didn't know what I was going to do with it. And we need to thread the needle. Because this cloak could really be quite a few colors, and I'm not exactly sure what really will go well with this. Because more or less, any of the colors that we choose will go fine with it. Even if it does clash, if there's a military significance to it, it won't exactly matter. It'll be okay. You know, well, 5th company is yellow, so that's what he has on his knee. The other thing I was trying to consider was the fact that the Obsidian Suns do wear their black in the way that they do, even with their bronze shoulders. Or I shouldn't say bronze. Copper. True copper. Sorry, I had a brain fart again. Sorry, guys. Got a little focused, and then my ears picked up on what I had on, and it's still Big Trouble Little China. And they are running around fighting right now. He just killed Lopan, and one of the 3 storms, the windstorm, has now seen his body, and he's now going to blow up. Which I thought was one of the funniest scenes ever. We might go with some Flesh Terror Red for this cloak. Giving you guys a heads up now. Just might do that. It'll be nice and dark. And it probably would go pretty well with with the rest of them. Honestly, that's what I was thinking last time. I mean, the last time that I had considered a paint scheme. All right. What are we at? We're at 20 minutes. Okay. So I've given you guys just the tiniest bit of lore, and we know that we're starting with black. All right. You're gonna want black. You can do Black Templar. You can do Black Legion. I don't really care. But the other two main colors that you're gonna need. Whoop, sorry, there's some new paints in here. I'm trying to figure out where they are. You will need true copper, and you will need true brass. What are going to be the Citadel equivalents of these? I really don't know right now, guys. I don't know because I don't have any. I believe I don't have any metallics from Citadel. But for now, this is what we're looking at. And I will see you guys next week. So until then, stay happy and healthy. I'm going to try to throw some more lore out there and not just BS and whatever. But until then, stay happy and healthy. May the Void Father guide your brush. Peace.